It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. There you go, play action now. Wilson. That's Isabella open on the right side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
In this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Give him 18 on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Wilson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Wilson. Slant to Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one good for 26 and a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'm downstairs.